So in this video, I am combining a couple of different learning goals in your red packet because they're very, very short sections in your textbooks. And I'm going to have you look at all three of these things at the same time. So in your textbook, there are a couple of sections that you're going to go ahead and read. You're going to be reading sections 1.3 and 1.4. And in these sections, I'm going to ask you to attempt to use Cornell notes. And part of the reason these are used is they're very helpful in college studies, and they were actually for a long time required by medical students, partly because they make it easier to do quizzes and check yourself. So you fold your paper in thirds, and you can kind of see that there's this fold here on my photo of the sheet of paper that I use. And 2/3 of the page is where you're taking the majority of your notes. And in 1/3 of the page, including the section over here where the holes are that we normally just ignore, you're putting the main ideas on the left-hand side here. So part of what I recommend is going through here and attempt to take what's called Cornell notes. And you've probably done some of these in other places, but I think these couple sections really lend themselves very well to Cornell notes. So you're going to have things like section headings, vocabulary, important terms, main topics in this left-hand section. And in the right-hand section for the details, you're going to have things like key points, definitions, examples, sketches, or drawings. So I'm going to have you do that for sections 1.3 and 1.4. And in that section of the textbook, there is also a page that has a shaded section that you might typically skip as you're reading it. But I want you to read them. One of them is on pseudoscience, which is here listed as an important topic in number 7. It's going to seem very familiar to you because of some of the other things I've already discussed. And in addition, in 1.4, there's another shaded section called risk assessment, which is also really important to talk about as we're talking about science and technology. So when you're reading 1.3 and 1.4, be sure to read those shaded sections. And then when you're done, I'd like you to answer questions 16 through 19, which are at the end of chapter 1. And in the next video, I'm going to go over the answers to those questions and show you a copy of my Cornell notes. And then we're going to be very close to the end of the chapter. Good luck.